So here we go with the Trailblazer, another little video here. Got a product coming in from AUX Beam, AUX BEAM, basically like auxiliary. It's LED headlight time. I have never personally owned a car with LED headlights. My Subaru had those HIDs in them, and this is just a standard, we'll say, halogen bulb in here. There are two bulbs, a low beam and a high beam. Then down here is the parking and all that, the blinkers. This bottom one here I have changed to a LED with a switchback and all that, so it updated it quite a bit. I don't think I did a video on it, but it definitely is nice. Anyways, though, on to the job at hand here. These are them. This is the box you get. I've kind of already opened it here. AUX Beam. Super fancy looking. I mean, this metal's nice, and there's the LEDs in there. I am guessing it's not as worrisome to touch as a halogen, but at the same time, I'm not gonna touch them. There's this like voltage manager on there, little heat sink type thing, and then the plug. So I'm gonna get the Trailblazer situated here, get this going. These run about 50 bucks. This is a sponsored product review. They sent them over to give it a try. This is the 9006, which I believe is the low beam. So I'm gonna run low beams only in this and kind of see, and then maybe if I like it enough, I'll switch to the high beam. So that's that. All right, I'm gonna get this going here for the install part. This really isn't a review on how to do it on the Trailblazer. There's enough of those out there. This is more of a what's the LED like versus the halogen, but either way, with the Trailblazer, you can take off the plastic piece across the top, which is sitting up there, take off the center grill, which is right there, and then your headlights kind of come out with these little metal clip things here. You pop up on those, and there it is. So the one we're going after is that one over there. The high beam, low beam, basically the low beam's over there, that's your high beam there. So gonna see if this guy will fit in there and go from there. This is a new experience for me. It's the same number, 9006, so we'll see. Hopefully it gets in there. I'll give it a trial here before I put it all back together. For comparison purposes, there's the one that came out. I think somebody did this already. This is I'm the third owner of this Trailblazer. Just hit 60,000 miles. That is like a Sylvania. It's got like a tint to it, if you can see. That's kind of like, might be a Silver Star, one of those guys. Definitely a size difference here. I hope it fits. I don't really know what to expect here, so let's see. So I'm curious how this is going to work with the frame rate and everything, but it's in. It didn't have the snuggest of fits, and I'm curious while driving if it's going to jiggle, because let's see, I can't even get my hand. Let's see. Well, it's not horrible. The Sylvania definitely fit better, and I don't think you can see in there it's moving. The other thing that's interesting, this has a fan on it. Do you hear that? So that's always going to be running, assuming that doesn't wear out and burn up, and then your headlight burns out. So one side done, and kind of show you the comparison there. Obviously the right side, driver's side, is LED. Over here is halogen, much whiter, and it also matches my ones underneath there, the parking lamps. So I don't know, let's see what it does here. It's kind of definitely different looking, but I hope they last, because this is a serious, well, not serious, it's kind of a pain though to change these. So other side going in now. So that's it, they're installed. I'll tell you what, it is very white. I don't know if it's totally bad or good. I need to see it at night. That's the obvious thing. But it clearly matches my the bottom ones down there, that's for sure. Now, I'm going to kind of get a little bit real with you on headlights here, at least my thoughts. Headlights are something you want to be reliable. You don't want to get something that is going to leave you stranded. Like, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when I had my Camaro, and it was like, I was trying to get the lighting better, make it look cooler, HIDs always came up. Oh, get this kit, you'll have HIDs. It's, you know, bolts right in. But it never, everybody's results were always mixed. People spent a lot of money on it, or not so much money, and what happened was it was unreliable, you had issues, and then you're driving somewhere in the middle of the night, and you only have one headlight, and you really can't get parts because you soldered in something, you did something. The nice thing about this setup, it is plug and play. So I'm not fully committed to this LED lifestyle of headlights. Being only $50 does make me a little nervous, along with the fitment. It wasn't exactly the best fit, but I mean that could be not a problem. Like, I could drive with this, don't notice that, and everything's good. I mean, they do look cool, at least during the daytime with them on here. They're very white. What I did was, before this, I filmed right here where it's sitting against the garage, just kind of what the stalkers looked like. So I'm going to do the same thing with these and kind of compare here at the end. I don't know, if you're curious on the longevity of these, I'll post this obviously on Instagram right now. I guess if you're kind of marking the date, this was filmed, today is like August 2nd, 2019, and I'm just curious how long they'll last. I mean, hey, it's a sponsored thing, so I'm not too worried about the money on it, but I also don't want to recommend a product that strands you guys or something. So, and the other thing too is, it is a no-name company. Maybe they're gonna get bigger, but you kind of wonder, is it gonna be tough to get a replacement? Are they gonna disappear after, you know, before your warranty runs out? Something like that. So be careful when you're looking at this LED stuff. I feel like anytime I search on Amazon, there's like 20 different brands, and you just sort of go by what people say. So my headlights, though, were getting a little bit, need a little bit of a polish compared to the Subaru over there that's newer. And granted, these headlights are, gosh, this is an 08, 11 years old now. It's crazy. So that's it, installed. Not too crazy, just like doing headlights on a Trailblazer, but it's the LED experiment. Now what's going to look stupid, though, is my high beams, because they're going to be just like candles in there in comparison to these. But I'm not going to fully commit until I know these are good to go. So thanks for watching. Check out rubbercitymotoring.com. I update that kind of regularly. YouTube is definitely more updated, but yeah, if these fail immediately or some issue, I will be posting a recap video, kind of letting you know what happened. And I forgot to add that fan does worry me on the back, so we'll keep an eye on them and go from there. But LED headlights from AUX Beam, AUX BEAM. I'll put a link below to the ones I have here, but there they are. Like I said, this is sponsored, so you know, it's not something I fully researched, but I'm gonna give it a go. Alright, thanks again. See you next time. Subscribe for more stuff on the Trailblazer. Impala here. Garage is coming along slowly. Fully insulated now, fully lit, plugs everywhere. Super pumped about it. So yeah. Alright, that's it. Later. This is the stock headlight test. These are stock OEM headlights. Nothing fancy, just right here in my driveway in front of the garage. It's nighttime. I do have a little porch light on there, but shouldn't affect this test. So here we go. Parking lights, which have a flicker. They're the switchbacks with the LEDs, the whole thing. Let's do low beam. Okay, you can see those are low beams on there. These are just standard, you know, halogens, normal lights. And then here's highs. Low, high. And then back to the parking, and then off. Here's the new LEDs. So we have parking lights. I can see the blink, at least on my end here. I'm not sure how it's going to transfer. And then the low beams. Can actually hear the slight hum of the fans. I'm not sure if that picks up. Let me try it one more time. And our high beams. Back to low.
Definitely pretty white. See how they look out on the road, but big difference.
All right, so after you saw the before and after, I wanted to come in here and give the final take on the whole thing. I've driven with them off and on for about a month since I filmed all that. The fan is still worrisome. I could see that little cheap little fan in there kind of dying and ruining the headlights, but that's to be seen. It could also last forever. The whiteness out on super dark roads, it is insanely good. I haven't had anybody flash their lights at me and say like, hey, your high beams are on, it's too bright, anything like that. Now I did add a little bit of wiring to the Trailblazer, which made it so my high beams, my low beams, and my fog lights, all three kick on at the same time when I go to high beam. It's kind of a common thing you can do. It's not that crazy of a mod. I will say though, when I flip it to high beam, you don't even notice the fog lights. Pretty much that's kind of normal. And the other thing is you barely notice the high beam. So these lights are so white and so bright that the high beams are almost pointless. Now, what I really want to do is get these for the high beams, because I feel like that's where the moneymaker is going to be. Like when you're out there on the road and you want to flip those on, then it's going to be like, whoa, like crazy good. But highly recommend these. I don't know if this is the best brand. I'm not sure who makes the best out there with LEDs. I don't think it's that crazy of a concept where one guy is going to put this much better into it. I'm guessing that they're all roughly putting the same amount of effort, time, money into their product as everybody else. But if you know of a good brand for LED that you have torture tested and you really stand by it, put that in a comment down below, because this isn't just Trailblazer. This isn't just my experience. I'm curious what everybody else has to say about their LED conversions. So thank you for watching this video. Comment below, give a thumbs up if you like this, and let me know your LED experience, because I'm super curious, because this is my first time and I'm excited for how long these actually last. So all right, thanks again for watching. See ya.